had spurts where, we were very in tune, we was locked in. We don't expect it to happen overnight, but I thought yesterday was one of those moments that, okay, we see that, it looks good, it felt good. We build up for that.
I want to take Dave because he put in a request yesterday.
Hey, Melo, has there been any teams that stand out over your 18 seasons coming into this one where you recall it getting better as the year went on? And do you remember what the ingredients that led to that, the improvement over the course of the year?
I think, I don't know exactly what teams, but if you just look at the course of an NBA season and teams that have won championships, unless you were the Warriors when they were 7-2 and 10, everybody had to figure it out, starting a certain way, go through the nuances of the season, the ups and downs of the season, and then you find your groove. And I think we have figured out much quicker than people are giving us credit for. But that's on us. That's something we take that challenge. That's something we know. That's something we talk about. Even though it's preseason and we lost some games, that's definitely something that we talk about. How do we speed that process up without cheating? And I think we're very aware when it comes to that.
And just to follow, when we first spoke to you after you signed with the Lakers, you told us that you were kind of looking forward in a strange way to the struggles because you want to kind of see what you guys are like when the chips are down. Is any part of that from your experience talking to your peers and your friends in the league who have been on teams that have ultimately, gotten the championship at the end of the year, and you may be talking to them in March and they're like, man, stuff's going sideways, and then you realize that they found something within that locker room to figure it out? And
no, you just see it, you observe it, you watch. We all watch the games, we all watch the season and see how it goes or how's it going, and you see it. I mean, there's not much that internally in the NBA that we don't know, that we haven't figured out, or we haven't seen, or we haven't heard. So in a lot of cases, no one has to tell you that. You just watch and you see. You see the ups and downs of a season, everybody's season, and it comes to a point where a lot of things have to, go accordingly. You have to be healthy. Everybody has to be aligned, not just the players, but top down from the execs all the way down to the player development guys and the people who's helping with the film and things. Everybody has to be aligned. So that takes time to get that alignment throughout the course of the season. So you're going to be up, you're going to be down, you're going to have to figure it out. So for me, the unknown of that is what intrigues me in going through that journey.
We're going to go Dan, and then we'll finish up with Bill.
I don't want to misquote you. I think you said that you kind of have come to peace with the fact that this Adrian Garrett might be coming off the bench. I'm curious, is there challenges would the preference be just to kind of know one way or the other, or is there challenges to maybe yo-yoing back and forth? This team has so many different ways.
You just gotta adapt. You gotta just be willing to adapt. I think, by the time game one is here, we would know. Like I would know. Everybody would know kind of what their situation is, what they're going with. But right now, we just playing. I mean, I don't know if this. I don't know. I know what I have to do.
Sure.
I know whether I'm starting or coming up. I know what I have to do.
Is there value in a group? You said like knowing on day one, kind of having that stuff defined. Do you think there's value in that?
I think so. For some people, they need it. For some people, they don't. You just got to be ready for it. They say when your numbers go, you got to be ready. But for me, I don't. It's kind of hard to think about that at this point.
No, you played with Russ at kind of a different stage in his career when he was so entrenched in Oklahoma City and so much was kind of built around him just sort of institutionally. How have you seen him maybe adapt over the years since then? There's been a few different places, and now here playing with LeBron, who's sort of the anchor of everything here. How have you seen him adapt, if at all, whether it's mentally or on the floor, since when
it's different. It's different. And in OKC, it was his show, and he was the anchor of think we, did a great job of putting this group together so that everybody can kind of be their own anchor within what we're trying to accomplish. I mean, we all know LeBron, we all know AD, but everybody else, we have to be anchors too, in order for this to work. So Russ have to be who Russ is, him coming here, him coming home, and that's always a different feeling. Maybe he, trying to figure it out. I don't know. But I know being home is a special feeling. I had the opportunity to play in New York and being back in front of family and friends, and every night, being home, it's a big difference. And I think, you guys will see that with Russ once he get there.
And could you just do a quick follow-up with Todd?
Yeah, LeBron talked a lot last night about needing patience and sort of a runway for this team to kind of come together. Has LeBron's attitude to patience and seeing how things come together changed over time since you've known him? Do you think he's more ready for patience now than maybe he used to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think in 19 years, you've seen everything. You've seen everything that the game has to offer. Whether good teams, bad teams, defense, whatever it may be, everything that comes along with the game of basketball, we've seen it. And he's seen it at a very high level, night in and night out, year in and year out. So he understands it. He understands what it takes to build championship teams. Nobody just comes together and happens in preseason, week 1 and week 2. I believe that come May, June, we'll be sitting here and we probably won't even remember this conversation that way. I hope we don't remember it.
Maybe you'll bring it up.
Maybe I won't bring it up. I don't live in the past, so I won't bring it up. But when you have that experience, it makes the thought process and the patience level a little bit higher.
Thank you, Mello.
Thank you.
Thank you for the extra minute.